Good morning. Welcome to Off the Bench Sports Prep News, where we discuss the latest scores, upcoming games, highlights. We're going to talk about the rankings, do coaches, player spotlights, player coaches interviews. We're just glad to have you guys to be sharing this show with us. Um, long night, but I got to go see my son play on yesterday, so that was really cool. Um, when you get to see your child live their dreams, all his life, all he ever wanted to do was be a collegiate athlete, and he's there. So if you are a if you are a high school athlete and your dream is to be a college athlete, never give up on your dreams. They do come true. All right, y'all. Hey, let's man, we starting the show off again with an interview, man. Coming in, we got a very special guest for you. Let me bring him in. Joining us is Catholic High Bears head coach Derek Jones. What's up, Coach? Welcome.
What's happening, man? You doing all right?
I'm doing great, man. I'm extremely happy for you. uh, Back-to-back state championships at Port Allen, and you started that off with a runner-up, but you didn't run away from the responsibility of being true to Port Allen, being true to the kids in the Port Allen community, and even being true to the Port Allen community. Man, you gave Port Allen all you had, and because of that, y'all are, you'll forever be ingrained in Port Allen history. Now you're at Catholic High, and we used to talk a lot, man. But ever since the day started, you've been ingrained in trying to create that Derek Jones magic at Catholic High. What has it been like for you, Coach?
They keep me pretty busy over here, but it's been good, man. It's been an adjustment, coaching, a new roster and trying to implement the way we play and kind of changing. It's been a change from the way these guys were used to playing in the past, and then factoring in coaching my son for the first time. He's been a big part of our team. Getting to know, new families, new kids. It's been a lot. I'm actually teaching a class for the first time really in my life. So that's I had to kind of learn some things with that. So it's been a lot, but it's been worth it. Season's been up and down. We got a pretty good record. We're 14-5 right now. Played a decent schedule. Got kind of the meat of it coming up here over the next few weeks, but just working hard, trying to put ourselves in position to be at our best late February, early March.
Right. The problem that I'm looking at is that you haven't don't look like you've got that beard lined up.
Yeah, I got a
Um,
couple
are,
more I need to cut.
are you not sleeping, working that hard, man? How much effort and energy do you have to put into it every day into getting kids to understand what their roles are on the team? As because your team is pretty young, right? Like
Yeah,
Catholic has lost a lot over the last 2 years.
yeah, we're starting two freshmen. Really only got uh, one, maybe two guys that played any varsity minutes last year for him, and they were both kind of well. One Dennis Abear was a starter. He got starter minutes, but the other guys got mop up minutes. So it's been they've
Right.
been learning. We start two freshmen. So we are fairly young. We'll return the nucleus of our team next year, and that's people always talk about that as if it's a good thing, but I keep stressing to them next year, or later, is not going to automatically happen if we don't make sure we take care of
Right.
day by day. So, but it's I hadn't been sleeping, as much. Every season is kind of like that. But I do have a great staff. I got a ton of help here. We got great kids. They try to do things exactly the way we ask them to do it. They try to do things the right way. They take care of their business off the court. So it's been good in a lot of ways, but it's also been an adjustment. So
What's the biggest part of the process for you when all the time you don't, sometimes right before our eyes, it's hard for us to see the little intangibles that kids bring to the table because we're trying to get complete team growth.
Mhm.
What's that been like for you in making sure that you aren't on the kids too hard, being that it's your first year? But I know Derrick Jones has to be Derrick Jones in order for this process to work. But sometimes, as a coach, we don't see what's right in front of our eyes because the team goals are all that really matters.
Yeah, I think my first couple years as a head coach, I was definitely too demanding. I learned as time went on. A lot of these guys, you play high school basketball. It's not college basketball. They're not the tuition is
Right.
not being paid. Some of it don't just have that love and passion for the game that it requires to be a Division I athlete, and you kind of have to adjust. But at the same time, some of them do. So you have to be able to give what they need in terms of the proper amount of push, the proper amount of accountability, and so I think I've grown in that area over the years. But at the same time, there is a balance. One of the things I try to make it a point now is to try to give them the weekends off whenever we can. Whenever we don't have a Monday game, we try to give them that Saturday, Sunday off so they can get away from it and recharge their battery. Now, the guys that really love it, they're going to get in the gym anyway. So we'll have an open
Right.
gym on Sunday for them to come shoot. And the guys that really want it, that they'll come and get extra work in. So those kind of things. But, these guys have been great. They really bought in to playing unselfishly, to really playing hard on the defensive end of the floor. And I wish some of them could grow 3 or 4 inches before February, but we just it's what it is. We kind of got a team full of guards, and we've been trying to make it work and put them in positions to be successful. But over time, things are gonna work themselves out.
Man, I want to ask you this question. I've watched this dude, grow up over the last 6, 7 years. When we met, he was a little young tight, but he's always, had a great love and intellect for the game of basketball. And being around you and having you as a father, how could he not? But I've seen a big difference in the mass development, and that's body structure,
Mhm.
muscle development of Nico. How much time has he put into becoming the leader that you need on the court for him?
He has. He's done a good job. I was telling him the other day that I guess the bar was set so high for him. It's like
Right.
he started feeling like, well, I'm not averaging 20 points a game. I'm not doing, I'm not playing up to my ability. And, I told him, I said, man, I ended up, I was blessed to be a Division I player at the end of, I probably didn't become one until around my senior year, but I never would have been able to do what you're doing, as coming in as a freshman and playing at the level you're playing on, playing the point and learning a new position in some ways. So he's progressing well. He's worked really hard. He spent a ton of time in the weight room. His first time lifting was back in June. We've kind of slacked on that, with the break and being in season mode. We hadn't been lifting as much as we probably should the last couple of weeks, but his body's changed. He's really taking his diet
Yeah.
seriously. He tries to eat the right way. Worked hard on his game, and I think some of it is he's been up and down a little bit. But it's just confidence. And, young guys, confidence is so big, and he hadn't really had that breakout game either, where your shots falling and you get rolling. So I think
Right.
that's coming soon. And I think once that comes, his play is going to go to another level. So.
Right. D Jones, I know for you, you're another one of those coaches, man. You don't give a care about no district championships. The ultimate goal for you is winning state championships.
Mhm.
Scotlandville in Division I has been the standard bearer. St. Aug is been challenging them always.
Mhm.
Holy Cross, they're a little young this year, but they're always going to be good. Timmy Bird is at Rommel now.
Mhm.
He's always been a top 28 coach. How do you introduce Catholic High Bears, the Derrick Jones version of the Catholic High Bears, into that mix?
Well, you got, I mean, the top teams right now, in my opinion, are Scotlandville, St. Paul. I think
Yeah,
you throw
St. Paul's good.
Brother Martin, Jesuit in that mix. You got, Shaw. It seems like they're up and coming. So we got some good teams, but the team to beat, in my opinion, is still Scotlandville. They have that championship mindset. They've been there so many times. I know they got upset last year, but they feel like it is theirs to lose. And with our guys, it's been about creating that. Just we talked a lot early on about mentality and creating a mindset of that. We deserve to be in those kind of games. We deserve to play for championships. And in order to think that way, you got to work that way. So uh,
Right.
we've that's been kind of the a big emphasis for us this year. Our guys have really embraced it. We get commented all the time about how hard our guys play, how tough they are. Still learning a lot, especially on the offensive side and when it comes to decision making. But couldn't be pleased enough with the effort that we get on a daily basis and the commitment level.
Right. Hey, Prep News family. This is head coach Derrick Jones, Catholic High Bears. He's back at his alma mater. He only knows one way, and that's full steam ahead. He gives it all that he has. Coach Jones, thank you for taking a moment with Off the Bench Sports Prep News. We're grateful that you were able to come on this morning, man. Come back anytime, man. Next time, let's try to figure out how to get a player or two on as well.
Absolutely.
Um, this is a new thing that I'm trying to pull off here, man. I did something I never imagined I would be able to do, and that's create a healthy broadcasting environment across the state. And it hasn't grown to where I want it to be yet, but it's growing. It's continually growing. We
Hmm.
did a tournament. We did a tournament this basketball season every week.
Hmm.
Every week we did a tournament, and I thought that was just really huge. This year was the first time ever that every week we did a tournament somewhere across the state. So we're growing and building, and we just ask that you guys come on and join the team, man, and let's see how we can get this thing done.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Coach.
I appreciate it.
Man, try to stay within that window that I told you.
Yeah,
But both of
I
us,
gotta run out, man. I gotta get to this
both,
class.
both of us are a little windy. So
All
hey,
right.
thanks. That's
All right.
Derrick Jones, Catholic High Bears. Hey, man, what a great way! What a great way to start a show with a coach that has um, given so much to high school basketball in such a short period of time. Coach Jones has done a phenomenal job everywhere he's been since he's been back in high school basketball, and that's just how that's the guy that I've grown to know. A guy that's super passionate about the game, you know, super passionate about skill development of not just the kids he coaches, but anybody who wants to get better at the game of basketball. Coach Jones is right there to lend a hand or give his input. He's a 15 plus year college coach, so he knows what college coaches are looking for. He knows how to skill develop at a college level. So, man, that was pretty cool. I think we're at that point now where we need to do this right here. Let me see. Let me figure this out. Let me see how to do this. Uh, Give me 1 second, y'all. I need to pull some up. All right, here we go. Let's do that. Let's do that. So on screen is Coach Kendrick Golat. He is the girls varsity coach at Southwood High School, home of the Lady Cowboys. Sorry about that, Coach. I always be teasing Preston, calling, the girls cowgirls and the boys cowboys, but y'all are the Southwood Lady Cowboys. You've done a phenomenal job in your tenure there. So today's girls coach, basketball coaches feature spotlight is on Coach Kendrick Golat Sr. Again, he is the head girls basketball coach at Southwood High School. In his first year, he went 23-8 as a head coach, led the Lady Cowboys to the second round of the LHSA playoffs as a 13 seed. He has a 35-15 overall record in his first 50 games as a head coach. That's like a 70% winning percentage. So that's phenomenal within itself. Coach Golat has helped rebrand and reestablish Southwood Lady Cowboys basketball as one of the top basketball programs in the state. He put all three seniors from his first team in college with a basketball scholarship and was recognized by LGR as one of the top coaches in his region at the LGR Fab 50 event. So, man, shout out to Southwood Lady Cowboys girls head basketball coach Kendrick Golat Sr. on an amazing job in giving his time, his effort, his energy to the school of Southwood, to again to the community of Southwood, and especially to those girls that come under his leadership and guidance. And it doesn't hurt when you win a few basketball games in the process of that. So, yeah, moving on, man. Let's go to a little boys basketball news and notes. Some of these games are going to be past games. From not last night or whatever, but I'll go 2-3 days back, and all it is it's getting exposure until we build it up to where we're getting regular scores and stuff every night sent to us. So we can get y'all some quality, up-to-date stuff, along with, again, player highlights, player stats, and stuff like that. So, starting out, man, on 1-7, Bastrop defeated Dale High Charter by 4, 51-47. 1-8, I think this was the championship at the Coca-Cola Southside Sharks Classic Tournament. Beauchamp Gators defeated Southside 71-68. Congrats to both coaches. Coach Charlotte has done a phenomenal job this year in getting his kids to play faster and be more responsible in the way that they're playing. Titus Thomas, Devondre Arby, Sharp, man, one of my favorite kids, and he doesn't. It's not like he's going out there for Coach Charlotte and putting up 25 points and 15 assists and 5 steals. But Agason, he's just a good energy kid. um, keeps the team energy good. So um, in 4A, Beauchamp, they're gonna be tough come playoffs. I definitely wouldn't want to go to the swamp and have to play those guys. And Southside as well. Coach Coach Brad Boyd has done a great job building the Southside Sharks name in basketball, not just in the Acadiana area, but in the state of Louisiana. He's done a great job, and he also has some really good players over there. One of my favorite players is point guard Jalen Bro. Jalen does a phenomenal job, and every year he's gotten better at understanding what Coach Boyd wants and needs him to do. And so when you have that, you got guys at Southside now that have 2-3 years varsity experience under their belt, and sometimes skill set is great. You need it to be competitive, but when you got that experience of playing in those tough games, to where you play in a game that feels like a heavyweight boxing match, skill set can't beat experience, because experience is what gets you the toughness that you need to get through the grind of 4 quarters, 8 minutes, um, a quarter, 32 minutes of game play. That's what gives you that grit and toughness needed to win a big ball game. Beekman Charter defeated Forest. This game here was played on 1/6, 68-39 win at home for Beekman Charter. Uh, Northeast defeated Broadmoor. I think that game was played last night, 40-30 on the road. Good win for Coach Jamie Holmes and the Northeast Vikings. Bird loses the Natchitoches Central 59-47. I think that game was last night as well. I believe it was last night because I ain't put a date on it. Normally, if it was a game that was a couple of days old, I'm generally putting a date by it just so I can let myself know. Man, that might be a new a old game. So Capital lost to Bonneville on yesterday on the road. That's 57-32. On 1/7, Catholic Baton Rouge defeated Denham Springs 68-46. Um, Last night, Como wins against Morgan City at home 58-42. Grace King takes a tough loss on the road to John Ehret 80-63. On 1/7, Green Oaks, they played Arcadia, got a win 67-40. So, a lot of basketball being played right now. You got district matchups starting up as well. So, you got to be mindful of that as well. Hackberry, they played Northside Christian on the road tonight, so they got to travel to Northside Christian. That should be a good matchup. And Holy Savior Menard, they'll compete against Boyles in a 4-2A matchup. That should be a really good game. It's what it is, 2A basketball. So 2A basketball. And it's probably a bad thing to say 2A basketball, because it's a lot of teams uh, that work really hard to get better every day, and that's what they're doing. That's what they're showing on the court. Uh, Hornbeck and Hick go head to head tonight. Hornbeck travels to Hicks on the road. So that should be a good game as well. In 1-4 action tonight, Huntington goes on the road to take on the solid BTW Shreve team in the Lions Den. Um, man, hey, if you're in the Shreveport Bossier area, Huntington, BTW Shreve, the Lions Den is definitely a place to be tonight. Boys and girls action is both going to be really solid. Uh, I don't know how else to describe it other than what game have you seen? Oh no, I can't say like Alabama Georgia because Georgia gave it to Alabama last night. But who the winner of this game, especially on the boys side, that's who's gonna get a major edge in winning the district championship. Um, Huntington, BTW, Woodlawn, Shreve. Every year, those teams are vying for the district championship. Um, you just you know you can't make this up, man. At how hard those kids compete against one another and trying to prove who they are and that they are the standard in the Shreveport area, man. Though like it's a lot of competitive areas in the state. I think the Shreveport area, when it comes to head-to-head matchups, Shreveport does a great job at competing. Those kids take pride in what they do. You know, Shreveport, Monroe, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, man. Like Lafayette, Lafayette area is really great at competing, and so it's what you got. That's what you got to work with. So on 1-8, Struma also took a tough loss to Scotlandville, 74-37. Struma is working hard over there. To get back to the Struma of old, it was a time, especially in the Baton Rouge area, that you did not want to play the Struma Indians. They were that good, and the coaches over there are working hard to rebuild that tradition of winning that Struma once had. So shout out to the Struma Indians, man. They're a really good team. Um, that does a really good job of trying to build up that program. Got a good game tonight. Another good game for y'all tonight, man. If you're in the Livonia area, 6 o'clock p.m., go check out the Jehovah Jireh Warriors as they take on Livonia. That should be a really good game, man. J3, J3, as he's noted as on Twitter, John Paul Ricks will try to take his magic show on the road, man. Um, there's not very many kids that's his size and stature that takes the beating that he takes every night because he believes in getting in the lane and getting to the hole. He takes a beating every night, man, but still through his mental toughness and the great conditioning that he does, every game he comes out with a new renewed energy, a new renewed strength. It's going to be great watching John Paul Ricks at his next level. The kid can flat out play. Um, and so that should be a really good game at Livonia. Um, man, hey, I was on my way from Boonesville last night, and I got a call that said man, Liberty just beat Madison. Liberty just beat Madison. And it's no shock to me. Like it's just no shock to me because ever since Coach White has been at Liberty, they started off, bro. They were just not good, and I remember his first year there, Coach White's first year at Liberty. They played Plaquemine. Uh, it was like one of the final district games of the season, right before the district tournament. And this, at this time, Coach Johnson had Darius Jackson and a few other players that were really solid. And back then, Plaquemine just like 4 years ago, maybe. He just didn't take no mercy on nobody, man. He was going at your neck every night. And Plaquemine probably beat, at the time they were Lee High School. They probably beat him by 40 plus points. And I remember seeing Coach White hold his head, saying like, man, what do I got to do to turn this thing around over here? But that just goes to show you what persistence does. Persistence is a great energy to have, because now the rule and not the exception is that it isn't any fun when the rabbit has the gun. And now the rabbit has the gun. Coach White, he built an amazing coaching staff. 5-point win over Madison Prep tonight, but you don't get to cheer very long or very hard, because on tonight they got back-to-back state champion, and before that they were the runner-up to the state champion. They got the Port Allen Pels tonight at Liberty. Should be another barn burner of a game. Coach DeMario Jackson has Port Allen playing as finely tuned as Coach Jones did, man. Kids are playing really well for both teams. So, man, if you're in the Baton Rouge area, where should you be tonight? Liberty Magnet. And I don't know this, to be 100% true, but the word I got was, if you don't go online and buy a ticket, that whatever tickets they had for the door, they're already sold out. So you might wanna try to go online and I don't know what Liberty online ticket selling web address is, but I'd be calling the school or Coach White or Coach Wilson to find out, how do I get tickets for tonight's broadcast against Port Allen. Again, it's going to be a really great game. Liberty versus Port Allen tonight at Liberty. Can't beat it. Can't beat that with a stick. It's going to be a really good game. Last one on the boys side, man. And so I know in Shreveport they do it. I know in Monroe they do it. When district play comes, the boys and girls play on the same night. And so it's going to be the Battle of the Washita's tonight. Washita Parish, they take on West Washita tonight in 258 district play. Washita is coming off of two really good games in the Don Redding. Big win against Wiseman. Really good game against Carroll Bulldogs on Friday night. So they're playing really efficient right now. Washita is Rashard Davis, Phil Bradford, um, uh, with number 10. I always get his name mixed up. They got the young freshman Zion Weeks, got the freshman LeBron Deal, got the other Davis brother Jordan Davis. He shot the ball really well in the Don Redden Classic this past weekend. So yeah, should be a good game tonight. Some games are just about pride. Some games are just about pride. Um, oh, what's up? Jordan, aren't you supposed to be in class, man? Jordan says McMahon at Zachary tonight. I think they dubbed that one the Battle of the Champions, 5A champs, Zachary Broncos versus the 4A champs, the McMahon Mustangs. Thanks for the support too, man. That's solid. Uh, so that should be a really good game. Um, McMahon versus Zachary, 7 o'clock tonight. In Zachary. Wish I could be at that one. Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, I do this other one right now, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold that real quick. All right, welcome back, man. Boys basketball player spotlight today goes to this young fella, Tom Taylor, head coach for the Ponchatoula Green Wave. Coach Taylor started 2002 grassroots at Hammer YMCA. He lost in the championship game. And watch this. This is a big deal right here. Watch this. You go from the YMA, go from grassroots, man, to 2003 to 2005 Southeastern Men's Basketball Student Graduate Assistant. They won back-to-back conference champs and went to the NCAA first round. 2009 Picayune Memorial High School in Mississippi, where he was a District 6-5A Coach of the Year. 2012 went to Washita Christian Junior High School. Small school state invitation champion there. 2013 started at Ponchatoula High School. 2014, 2015, 2016, 2018, 2019, and 2021. They won Tangipahoa Parish Championships. 2018, 2019, he set a record of 27-7, District 5A champs, Coach of the Year, state quarterfinals. 2019, 2020, he had a record of 27-8, District 6-5A undefeated champs, Coach of the Year, second round playoffs, and also in 2019, Ponchatoula won the Isidore Newman Invitational. So, hey, congrats to boys coaches spotlight coach Tom Taylor, Ponchatoula High School. Job well done to him, as well as girls coaches spotlight coach and Kendrick Golat Sr. Man, really proud of those men for giving back to their communities in which they serve. That's always a plus. That's always a plus. Um, oh, I gotta go here. Let me go here. Y'all wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. I want to talk about this real quick. We're gonna go. We're gonna go with the girls' top five uh, in each class in each division. Uh, in 5A classification, top five is Walker. For 5A, Walker, Ponchatoula, Parkway, Lafayette, and North Shore coming in. I cannot not say this, man, because they got a standout young lady over there as well. Barb comes in at a strong number 6. And, again, Walker is 18-0. Walker has some out-of-state games and wins under their belt, where they went to Dallas and played a couple of weeks ago. Ponchatoula, they're 14-1. I got to see Ponchatoula last year in the MLK Classic that was at Walker. Man, those kids are explosive. Parkway, they got the Williams. I think, yeah, the Williams young lady that went, and she's almost guaranteed a spot if she stays healthy in the WNBA. When you go on and play on the USA Women's National Team for your age group and um, you win the championship game on the last possible shot, that says a lot about your skill set. That says a lot about. Um, I hate this word, but it's the term that's been put out there. That says a lot about the dog in you, and she's really good. I've seen her play on the summer circuit. I've seen her play for her respective high school, and she gets it. She understands. Lafayette High, they're just winning. You know, they've taken up the mantra, all we do is win. Um, and do not let the 3 losses fool you, because they will. Um, 13-3, Lafayette High, they're really good. And you can see, like, over the last couple of years, they've gotten really better. So you got to deal with them. North Shore, 13-3 as well. That top 28 is gonna be really good. And then Barb, they're at 10-4. You can't be fooled by a 10-4 record. Uh, you just can't be fooled by it. You gotta take some things at face value, but don't be fooled. All right. 4A top 5 on the girls' side. Warren Easton, they're at 10-6. South Lafourche, 12-3. Bastrop Rams. Bastrop just took their first loss, man. Probably like a week and a half ago. They lost to the Wiseman girls. That was a really tough game. Wiseman is very young, but they're competing. Coach Robinson has those girls. They're going to show some steam. AJ Ellender, you got to know the story to know why they're doing it. 13-4. Northside, man, Northside, Lady Vikes, man, they're at 11-1. Uh, so that's pretty solid, man. 3A, wow, Bruley. sitting at the number 1 seed with a record of 15-1. Jennings at number 2, 16-5. South Bowl look like they said we ain't playing no games with y'all. 11-5, sitting at number 3. Albany 10-5 at number 4. And look, y'all, look who it is at number 5. What team we just talked about? The Wasma Wildcats, Lady Cats, as they like to be referred as. They're sitting at number 5 with a 14-4 record. And again, Coach Robinson, he has not shied away from competition. They beat a tough Basher team, and then they turned around and lost, like a few days later, they turned around and lost the heartbreaker to Lakeview Lady Gators. That was a really good game from, talking to some of the coaches about that game. So you can't, man, you just can't count anyone out. That's why they play the game. That's why they play the game. So that's your top 5 in 3A girls basketball. 2A, man. Hey, 2A, the 2A, the 2A top 28, man, that's gonna be nice too. Y'all better stop looking at small schools and thinking those girls aren't putting in work, because they're putting in work. At the one spot, they meet that 13-2. Lakeview 12-1. Again, that one long loss coming to the Wiseman Lady Cats. Rabel Lady Hornets, they're 12-7. Boys Public Charter, that's my girl Peyton Hines. She's a baller. She got a lot of small schools looking at her. Hey, she's gonna change your college if you get her. She is as tough as they come. She's very coachable. Like, you can coach her, and she's not gonna cry like a little baby. Like, she's coachable, and she has a skill set. She brings her guns with her every night she steps on the court. And at the 5 spot, they're back at it again. Lake Arthur with a record of 15-4. Man, you can't, like, money can't buy this stuff, man. Like, it just can't. So hey, that's what it is, man. That's 3A girls. 2A girls, 1A girls. Norwood Alina is on a tear this year, 17-1. You don't want to see them. North Central, Ajaya Godot. They are holding down the number 2 spot at 10-5. Yeah, you gotta beat them. You gotta beat them for real. Maryville at number 3, 14-5. Oberlin at 4 with an 11-4 record. And oh wow, look at that, Coach Mark Temple, 1A girls state champion in the top 5 again. Mark Temple's East Iberville Lady Tigers at 12-8. They played a lot of games, man. Jeez. Hey, Coach Temple, I know you're a big supporter of Off the Bench Sports, man. Gotta get you on for an interview. Gotta get you on, man. So I'm gonna hit you up later, Coach. Hit you up later. Class B, Fairview, they're 23-4. Wow. Hathaway, 20-3. 20-3 overall record. That means they win some ball games. Hey, see, that's the great thing about these Class B and C schools. They get to play a lot of games. So if you work hard enough and you get to pull off a win against one of these high quality potent teams, you get a win from them, then guess what happens now? You get all those power points that bolster your numbers, and man, uh, uh, man, it's just amazing, man. You know some of the stuff you can't make up, man. Florian at the 3 spot, 22-2. That's another team. You fool around and sneak around and get a win, you're gonna get a lot of points off 22 wins. At the 4th spot, Zawali, 16-5, and number 5 is Oak Hill. They have a record of 21-5. Um, can't mess around. Can't like, oh yeah, you can't be playing, man. Hey y'all, I need y'all to do me a favor, y'all. Do me a favor real quick. I just took a quick pause real quick because I need to do something. If y'all can help me out with this, man, I'd be greatly appreciated. Do that right there, man. Like this show. Share this show and subscribe to Off the Bench Sports, man. Not only will you be doing me a great favor, you'll be doing all these kids that you guys say you love so much. You'll be doing them a great favor, man. And you know, the more people that subscribe to Off the Bench Sports YouTube, you know, watch at least 20 minutes of Off the Bench Sports YouTube every day. Um, that's the more we're going to be able to get more stuff done across our state, and then maybe we can, you know, advance into other southern states or other western states. Who knows? I got big dreams, big visions. Uh, I need your guys to help fulfill not only my dreams, but your kids, your nieces, your nephews. It all starts with exposure. Got it, get it, gone. All right, Class C. Class C basketball. Number 1, Hicks, 20-4 overall record. At 2 spot, Gibson Coleman, 18-4 record. At the 3 spot, Summerfield, 17-9 record. Reeves, 14-6 overall record. And Hornbeck. Hicks Hornbeck tonight, man. That's a top 5 matchup in Class C. Top 5 matchup. 10-8. You know, again, you can't make this stuff up, man. Those, like these girls, y'all playing, these girls be working their cans off. A lot of good games across the state tonight on the boys and girls side. It's only one thing that you probably need to do. All right. Y'all don't know. Let me help y'all out, man. And I'm gonna help y'all out with this one, man, because I love you guys so much. That's all you gotta do right there. That's all you gotta do right there. Get off the bench. Get into the game. You know, hey, let me see if I can find this, man. I didn't get to talk about this much the other day. So I don't think I talked about this at all. So we're gonna go right now. We're gonna switch gears a little bit and talk about girls soccer. We're gonna go through their rankings, give you top 5 players, teams. I mean, uh, in girls soccer. Uh, hey, then we're gonna call it a day. We got a bigger show for you guys tomorrow. The problem happened in where yesterday I was a little selfish, and I was on the road traveling all day. I went to my son's game in Boonesville, Mississippi, and man, was it well worth it. 16-9 for my dude. Played under 20 minutes. Um, yeah. So that was like, yeah, my dude killed it. So yeah, I was just really happy to be able to be there, man, to see my son play again. You know, he getting to live his dreams. So top five in Division One girls soccer, St. Joe Academy. They're at number one. They're 11-0 with 3 ties. Uh, they're in District 3-1. Number two is Dominican. They're 19-0 with 1 tie. They're in Division 7. North Shore, they're 13-1 with 0 ties. They're in Division 5. Um, Captain Shreve Lady Gators, they are 15-0 with 3 ties. They're in Division 1. And last but not least, in Division 1 girls soccer, um, Lafayette High, they're 10-1 with 8 ties, and they're in Division 2. So, um, yeah, that's what it is. Y'all give me 1 second, y'all. I need to get me a producer. Um, oh, yeah, just like that. So, top five in Division 2. Uh, Number one, St. Thomas More, 16-1 with 1 tie there in Division 3. Cattle Magnet, that's out of Shreveport, 10-4, 3 ties there in Division 1. Vanderbilt Catholic, they are, oh, y'all got hey, coach, I'm going to give you a call back as soon as I'm done with girls soccer in like 4 minutes. I need a big favor. Okay, cool. All right, thanks. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to take that. I've been calling Coach since last night, trying to get his help with something for the show. And if I can get that, that's gonna make what I'm trying to do here a lot better, a lot more efficient. Number four, Benton. They are 10-8 with 3 ties. That's Division 1 as well. And last but not least, the Neville Tigers out of Monroe. They are 9-8, 9-8 with 1 tie. That's Division 2. So hey, y'all, I'm gonna help y'all out. So Division 1, that's the Shreveport Bossier area. All right. 2 is Monroe. All right. 1 and 2 is what? 1 is Shreveport, 2 is Monroe. All right. What three at? Y'all want to know what three at? Y'all want to know what three at? I'm going to tell y'all later. All right, Division 3 in girls soccer, St. Michael the Archangel, 10-2 with 4 ties. That's Division 5. Parkview Baptist, 9-1 with 1 tie. That's Division 5 as well. ULab, University High, they're 9-2 with 4 ties. Division 5 as well. North DeSoto, they're 12-3 with 1 tie. They're in Division 1. Archbishop Hannon, very super competitive school, 8-2 with 3 ties. That's Division 7. It's the New Orleans area, I think. And that's Division 3 for girls soccer. Division 4, Catholic High New Iberia, they're 15-3 with 1 ties. That's Division 4. Yeah, just like that. Isidore Newman, they're 5-3 with 6 ties. They're in 8-4. Acadia of Sacred Heart, New Orleans, they're at the 3 spot, 7-2 with 1 tie. Then District 8, Homer Christian, they're 11-0 with 1 tie. District 7, that don't make sense to me, but it ain't my job to make it make sense. Not my job to make it make sense, y'all. It's my job just report on it. That's what I'm trying to do. A little bit. Episcopal, we don't get this soccer thing going, man. Then we got a surprise for y'all. I just gotta get it figured out. Episcopal at the 5 spot, they're 9-3 with 1 tie in District 5. So congrats to all of those schools and teams. I'm trying to figure out why Sarah T. Reed is the lone school. They got them as number 1, but hey, who knows? Who knows? Hey man, that's gonna be our show for today. But for tomorrow, we're gonna get another flyer created. Get some advertising buzz going on about the show, man. We want to thank you guys for joining us on today. Again, I'd like to thank our special guest for today, Derek Jones, Catholic High Bears boys basketball, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Also, our coaches spotlight today featured Kendrick Golat, senior from Southwood High School Lady Cowboys basketball, as well as Tom Taylor for the Ponchatoula Green Wave boys basketball team. Again, man, we can't say this enough. That one on screen, and then if it's possible, we got room for this, right? We got a lot of room for this, for that part right there. Remember, get off the bench, get into the game. See you tomorrow.